Morning, everybody. This is the Breakfast Nook. This is my second helping. Cheese omelet and raisin toast. I'm the only one here. It's 6:30 in the morning. Gonna meet a shuttle to shuttle me back to the other side of town. Get back on trail. This is what they have to offer. They have hard-boiled eggs, yogurt, cream cheese in there, milk, and omelets. Juice is out of service, but all your other stuff, dried cereal, breads, fresh fruit, coffee, and waffles. Pretty good breakfast with your stay. So the shuttle is at Burgundy something B&B. It's down the road from this place, but I think to stay there it's a little more. But the shuttle service will come and shuttle you if you're staying here. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Alright, gotta get eating.
Hey everybody, Mason-Dixon line. Woohoo! On trail this morning. This is Thursday. I have today and tomorrow yet. And then I can make breakfast with my grandson instead of dinner. So I'm going to take the 2 days because it's supposed to be in the 90s today, so we'll see. There's a shelter about 5 miles away. I'm going to stop and have lunch hopefully, and then the next one I'll stay. And I'll get you the names of them as we get there. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, show you a little bit of trail. It's flat, but it looks like fall in here. These leaves are starting to change. Bunch of little rocks under these leaves, so I really don't want to walk and talk at the same time. Well, we'll try it. I'm trying to keep tripping down to a minimum. But, yeah. So, I'm just moseying along today. Slow as I want. My trip's coming to an end. And it's always emotional. Because when I'm off trail, it's all I think about is when can I get back? So, Maryland is in the books, and I'm getting a little bit of Pennsylvania. Oh, this isn't too bad. So, I'm coming up to a shelter where I'm going to have a nice break, eat some food, hydrate. I think it might be in a mile. Use the privy. Must not be far. Usually things flatten out a little bit before a shelter. Usually. This section has been great as far as elevation. It doesn't look anything like Guthook shows it to be. But I do have a big climb. I think I have a big climb at the end of the day. No, first thing in the morning I'll have a big climb. But yeah, okay. I'll touch back with you at the shelter.
Okay guys, this is the back of Deer Lake Shelter. Stopped here for lunch. Some other people up there having lunch. Privy. Spring. But if you dive, you can hit a spring. I think 100 yards down trail going north. So that's what I'm going to do instead of taking the Blue Blaze Trail.
Hey guys. I have my headphones in, so I don't know if I doubt if you can hear There's a bunch of shooting going on around me. I hope it's a gun club and not somebody out in the woods shooting. Look at this little water source here. But I am 1.3 from the shelter I was planning on staying at. I've hiked this section before on a shakedown hike, I think. But yeah, there's enough water here. Get some water if you needed it. I don't know what this is. Oh, look at this. This is better yet. It's only like 1:30. So I'm going to look at gut hooks. See if there ain't some camping spots listed. I think I'm like 1.3 miles from a shelter, that Tumbling Run. All right, where am I going here? Oh, there's a blaze. This looks like a good spot if you had to stop. Stopping early. This is a double shelter, one for snoring, one for non-snoring. Oh, excuse me. Clotheslines for each shelter. As you can see, I'm in the snoring one. Have a picnic table that's uncovered. The one I'm in is covered because it was downpouring. And now the sun decided to come out. Privy's down the way there. Got crazy tree face here. And on the other side of this shelter is the bear hang. You know, I can see it from here. I don't want to get, yeah, right there. Got a bear pole right there. So this is home for tonight. Ooh, I'm steaming. Home for tonight. And I have 9 miles tomorrow, so I'm getting up very early. Tomorrow's Friday, my last day. I started Sunday, so that was day one. And I have a dinner date to make tomorrow, so I'm going to be really pushing it. I have to get home, get changed by 5. So, if I do as good as I did today, I won't have no problem. Alright, well, talk to y'all later. Hey everybody, have I got a story for you. So, the last video I posted shows me a Tumbling Run shelter, and that was the end of my trip. Not long after I filmed that clip, I come around the shelter from taking down some things off of the clothesline out back, and 2 rangers are coming up to the shelter where I'm set up with their hands on their guns. So I'm saying, hey, what's going on? And they didn't reply to me right away, and that kind of made me nervous, and I just said, what's going on, you know? And they said, well, somebody called about somebody in the area. And I'm waiting for more information, more questions, like, have you seen this person with this description? But they didn't do that. They were just not really making eye contact with me, looking more around in the woods, you know, but standing in front of me, and that made me feel uneasy about them. And I was checking out their uniform and, you know, making sure everything looked right with them, you know, making sure they were in correct uniform for what I thought would be a correct uniform, you know. And so
they did finally ask if I saw anybody there, and I saw one woman, and she just looked like she was having lunch, and she left shortly after I arrived, heading north. So I decided to ask them, am I safe staying here at this shelter? And they said yes, but continue to look through the camp area, all the campsites. There's a group campsite there at the shelter, and other camp places where you can set up tents around the shelter, and the privy. And then they went back down trail south toward, hang on a second, I'll tell you the name of the road. They were heading south, and it's not far from the road, Old Forge Picnic Road, or Old Forge Road. And you keep going south, you end up at Old Forge Picnic area. I guess it's like I don't know if you have to pay or what to stay there, but I did pass through there, or pass near there. I saw the picnic area. You can actually get water there out of a spigot on a building there. So they leave, and I'm sitting there. It's still light. It's probably about 5 o'clock. And I got to the shelter really early, like around 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I was like, well, I got 2 days to finish up. I'm just going to enjoy myself out in the woods, you know, just messing around, not just enjoy myself the rest of the trip. But as I was sitting there, I decided, well, I'm not going to get any sleep here tonight. I'm just going to sit here and be paranoid, wishing daybreak would come. So I trusted my gut, and I decided to call Trail Hope Hostel. The gentleman, Mr. Robert, that shuttled me to West Virginia, he came and got me at Old Forge Road and took me to my car. And another weird thing that was happening was a couple miles before this shelter, I heard a lot of gunfire, and it sounded like a gun club or a rifle range or something. And I asked the rangers, I was like, is there a gun club or anything nearby? And they said no. And I told them there's a lot of gunfire going on. And shortly after they left, a day hiker came past camp. He went up to the overlook that I was going to hit the next day. And he mentioned that there wasn't anything like that around the area. And as he left, I heard gunshots going off again. You know, it calmed down and then picked up, but as I was hiking up to the shelter, it was pretty constant. So I don't know if there's any kind of gun range or anything like that that you would think the rangers would know. But I Googled it, and the closest one that Google told me was 5 miles away, but this sounded like people in the woods. It was pretty close. So if there was people in the woods with guns and the rangers are looking for them, I'm not staying there. So, lesson from the trail. Trust your gut. No matter how silly it may seem, trust your gut. So, yeah, that's what I did. I'm planning on going out again for a little bit. Not sure when. I have a little bit time off before my next job, so you'll see videos if I'm out there. All right, so I guess this is the official wrap up of my trip and what happened, why I got off trail, and why I did not hike at last day to Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. But when I go out there, I will pick up at Old Forge Road and continue north. So, you all have a good day. That's the story of the day. And the tip of the day is trust your gut when you're out there, because you just don't know. You gotta stay safe. Stay safe. Yeah. Alright, so y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.